Welcome to the concluding episode of our show, The Auroras, a cosmic splendor across the night sky. Through science, we learned that the glorious display of northern and southern lights tells a fantastic story of the relationship between the sun and the earth taking place in the high atmosphere. In today's world, the technology of spacecraft, satellites, high-quality cameras, and computers have significantly changed how we can observe auroras. A popular topic of space science and plasma physics, the aurora is now chased not only from the ground, but also from space through lenses installed at the International Space Station and other spacecraft. NASA's spacecraft can also obtain insights from within an aurora by taking short flights into them as they take place. In a sense, we become more familiar with the diva of auroras, though a diva is by nature mysterious. For example, space weather forecast tells us where we may see auroras and why they occur.
Now, take a look at this view from NOAA's space satellite, their satellite that looks at the sun, that impressive explosion of that hot, energized plasma coming off the lower right lobe of the sun there. Now, in the worst storms, we'd be concerned about interruptions to perhaps satellite service, GPS, maybe your satellite TV, even cable TV, cell phone service, but also watching for a brighter side. Those beautiful auroras get pushed further and further to the south, and that's what's in the forecast tonight.
Science tells us the auroras display the activities of charged particles from the sun in the atmosphere after they enter the Earth's magnetic field, which is where the brilliant colors originate from.
Eventually, the density will increase, and they will start colliding with atoms and molecules in the atmosphere. And then it will actually transfer some energy to each of those atoms, and they will actually start glowing in the dark. And some atoms will then emit the red light, some will emit green light, and some purple, and so on, depending on the speed of the particle hitting them.
When the particles bump into oxygen in our atmosphere, the reaction makes green and red light. When the particles bump into nitrogen in our atmosphere, it makes blue and purple light.
The mysterious shapes of the aurora continue to intrigue us all. Recent research offers an explanation of why there are necklace-like aurora beads before auroras start to dance.
They found that when particularly large streaming clouds of plasma from the sun reached Earth's magnetic field, they created buoyant bubbles of plasma behind the planets. Just like a lava lamp, the buoyancy between the bubbles and heavier plasma creates fingers of plasma about 2,500 miles wide that stretch down towards Earth, creating the distinct pearl necklace structure in auroral beads.
Besides the aurora's magical dance, does it also produce sound? For one, English naturalist Samuel Hearn has described it as a rustling and crackling noise. Let us hear an example of sound produced from auroras according to recent scientific research. Amazing, isn't it? As the charged particles from the sun collide with molecules of oxygen and nitrogen in the air, the collisions generate light. But as these particles move along Earth's magnetic field lines, they also create a natural radio signal. UK scientist Caroline Crawford talked about this in a lecture.
When you see aurora, very low frequency receivers can turn those signals to sound. And there are all kinds of other signals. There's one called the dawn chorus, which sounds like little birds tweeting. You get all these kind of radio signals for the interaction from the solar wind and our magnetic field.
Earth is not the only planet with auroras in the solar system. Auroras also appear on Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Scientists believe that as these planets have their own magnetic fields, they have their own auroras. Auroras make magnificent displays of light in the physical space. They also carry a particular spiritual purpose. Science and technology provide us with an understanding of the physical processes behind the magnificent auroras. However, the spiritual story of the northern and southern lights remains largely untold. On several occasions, our most benevolent Supreme Master Qinghai Vegan has spoken about the existence of advanced humans who inhabit the undergrounds of planets such as Mars and Earth. Not only is their spirituality at a level higher than our world, but also their science and technology. For example, the underground people of the Earth invented a sun for underground living, an advanced type of energy, and the northern lights. If an aurora is magical, underground people of the Earth are the unexpected magicians. On June 26, 2020, while sharing her spiritual diary with staff members of Supreme Master Television at a teleconference, Master illuminated the reason the underground people of the Earth invented the Northern Lights.
That's 15th of June, huh?
Yes, Master.
Next one. I wrote something about the light in the North Pole, Aurora Borealis. I just wrote it here random, because I saw it on TV in some of our shows, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Sometimes they introduce the country and then they show this light, Northern Lights.
Yes, Master.
I saw it, so I wrote it here. A green light or Northern Light at North Pole is from underground people's technique.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to confuse the direction of adventurers in case any want to go there. They will be lost and could not find the entrance to their abode. That's why they put the lights there, because it's not just the light, it has energy, understand?
Understand.
Confusing your mind. Very few people can find the underground because the entrance, they put something to make you, even if you found the entrance, you could not enter, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And you could not find the entrance, your mind become like confused. It's just like some gases make you sleepy or relax.
Yes, Master.
Some dentist office, they have a different kind of gas to put you at ease, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, similar. This kind of light is a deterrent to the intruders. I don't blame them. The way we are on the surface of the earth, I wouldn't want anybody to visit me either.
Understand, yes.
Yeah, just bring trouble, sickness, sorrow, fighting and war and stuff, yeah?
Yes.
Everybody's afraid of us. I don't blame them. They'd rather live underground. I don't imagine all that fun living under the ground, though.
No, Master.
You think living underground is cool?
No.
Yeah, it could be more dark, but they make their own light, their own sun, and they make their own energy. So it's bright enough.
At a conference with Supreme Master Television staff in January 2009, Supreme Master Qinghai spoke in detail about the people living underground.
There are about 5 million of them and scattered in all over the earth, under the ground, in different countries. They are very advanced in technology. Therefore, they can live underground without any problem. They are vegetarian, are very spiritually oriented, and very gentle people. They have such a high tech that they can hide their entrance, that nobody can find it. Nobody can detect it, because they want to be safe from the above ground humans. And the underground human afraid of the above ground human. Can you believe that? They like to be by themselves because they know what we are here. They prefer to be in peace, and in spiritual environment and lifestyle. Is not much like us here, They like to live more in accordance with the law of the universe. Yeah? Loving, peace, and coordination between each other, helping each other. They like to live within that framework of harmony and peace and spiritual atmosphere and endeavor. They don't like to contact us. They don't like our lifestyle.
Hello, Master. Is there any connection between the underground humans and the Mars people?
No connection. They are different people. They came there in the beginning due to spiritual oppression because they were not freely practicing what they believe. They also practiced Guanyin method. And they were oppressed and driven, and persecuted. So they had to hide themselves underground. And ever since then, they developed themselves into nations, communities, and they are self-sufficient, happy, contented, and their lives are simple and frugal. So they don't want to come back up here, ever since long time, many generations already.
We sincerely thank our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai for this precious revelation. What an alarming gap in terms of wisdom and morality between our own human race and the advanced people living underground on Earth. We pray that the worldwide Aurora chasers take the majestic display of the Auroras as a reminder of our spiritual and moral distance from advanced humans. We pray for our fellow above-ground humans to be vegan, make peace, and build a loving and benevolent world.
Vegan, have no heart to harm.
Thank you, brilliant viewers, for being with us today.